Hey guys, today we're going to talk about dictionary skills and how to use it to find what you're looking for. So, what can you do when you come across a word you don't know the meaning? Well, probably going to need to use a dictionary, whether it's an online dictionary or an old-fashioned paper dictionary. And a dictionary, if you're wondering what it can tell you not only just how to spell the word, but how to pronounce the word and meanings, because remember that many words have multiple meanings. Did you know that all words are listed in the dictionary in alphabetical order? That means they're putting words by their first letters, the first letter, then the second letter, and so on. So let's take a look at these three words: dessert, planet, earth. Are these words in alphabetical order? No, not really, because dessert would be first, earth would be second, because we go from D to E in the alphabet, and then planet would be third. Next, we're going to look at entry words, and really it's just a fancy way to say every word listed and defined in a dictionary. And so that's all they are. They're considered entry words. And when you look at an entry word, you're going to be able to see it's how the word is broken up into different syllables. You'll be able to see how it is pronounced. You'll understand it's part of speech. They obviously will define it. And most dictionaries will use the word in a sentence to show you how it would be used in the English language. So let's talk about syllables or word syllabication. We've talked about this in word work, but it shows how the word is divided into syllables. For example, the word dessert has 2 syllables. Next, we have the pronunciation guide, which is going to be beside the entry word, and it tells you how to say the word. It'll tell you if it's a short vowel or a long vowel. Next, after that, we have the part of speech. It would have an N for noun, V for verb, A for adjective, ADV for an adverb, and PRON for pronoun. And obviously those are just abbreviations, but it helps you understand how that word is used. Obviously, main part of the dictionary is going to be able to tell you the definition, the meaning. And just remember that there's going to be multiple meanings. They typically put the meaning that is most often and commonly used in the English language as the number 1. So the definition most often used when people use that word is usually going to be that definition 1. And so for this example, for dessert, we have 3 different definitions. After that, we're going to demonstrate and show how that word can be used in a sentence. And that's helpful. Think about when you did the spelling bee, it's helpful to hear it used in a sentence in context so you can make sure you're spelling it right and using it correctly. So guide words are sometimes the most confusing parts. They're at the very top of the pages of a dictionary, and these words are located there to guide us. There's a word on the left, and that's going to be the first word on that page. The guide word on the right is going to be the last word on that page. And then all the words in between these guide words are going to be in alphabetical order. Okay, so on the left side, they have the word heading. So the first word and definition on page 149 is heading. Heave would be the last word on page 149. It helps you guide and know whether you need to go forward or backward. So we're going to test it out. Obviously, you're going to see the answers beside it, but let's kind of talk through it. So the question is, what is the pronunciation for the word feather? Well, F-E-T-H, feath, and then the second syllable, E-R, feather, and that's going to be the pronunciation of it. Part of speech for the word fatten. Well, fatten is a verb, means to make fat. Think about them fattening up those turkeys for Thanksgiving dinner. So it's going to be used as a verb. This question is asking how many syllables are in the word feasible. So when you look up the word fee, F-E-A, and then there's a dot there, that's showing the first syllable, S-I, the middle or second syllable, and there's a dot after it, and then bowl, B-L-E. So feasible, 3 syllables. And then we're going to talk about the guide words. So fetal is the first word at the top left of page 125. It's going to be the first word on that page. Feature is going to be the last word on page 125. And so if you were looking for fauna, you know that you're on the right page, because if you're spelling it F-A-U, all right, we're going to be on that correct page. And that's all we have for today. And, oh, sorry, there was one more. Simple sentence. So if we wanted to see how the word fatigue is going to be used, we would look at the last part of that definition. I had a fatigue of driving too many hours. And so they're explaining how to use that word in a sentence. And then the definition for fatal, number 1 definition would be proceeding from fate. But there are multiple meanings. There's definition 1, 2, 3, and 4. And fatal has the most definitions compared to all the other words on that page of 125. And words between the guide words. So everything between fatal and feature. So fatigue, fatten, fauna, feasible, feast, feather. Okay, now we're officially done. Hope you guys are better understanding how to use the dictionary. We'll give it a test when we get back to class.